Thanks for coming back to Storytime and More with me, Mrs. Bailey. Let's keep going on our AlphaTales journey and let's continue learning about our letters. The letter we're going to be learning about today is the letter here, U, the letter U. Go ahead and get something to write with, something to write on so we can make this letter together. While you're doing that, I'm going to grab your parents really quick. Parents. The AlphaTales journey is something that I started when my students, when we first started distance learning. And I wanted a way to continue reading to them and sharing stories with them, even though we weren't going to be together. So I started this channel. I found these books on Amazon. It is an entire collection, 26 books inside of this collection. I got this from Amazon, and it came with, like I said, each book and this teaching guide. It has some guidelines, some activities that you all can do together. My favorite part was at the end. There are many versions of the books that you can either rip out, you can make copies of them. I made copies for my students. I gave one to each one, and I encouraged them to like circle the words or color the words that they thought began with the sound for the book we were reading. And they always enjoyed coloring the pictures because they were in black and white too. So that was just another way to engage them with learning letters and challenge them that way. I also made these pipe cleaner letters. We did an activity together where I would give them pipe cleaners and I would say, like, what letters can you make with this pipe cleaner? Gave them, I think, like 5 or 6. And I thought that why not go ahead and make it so that these letters stay the same. So I decided to make my own set of pipe cleaner letters, and I just glued them right on boards that I got from Michael's. I got the pipe cleaners from like the Dollar Tree, and you get a lot of them. And I just used the hot glue gun to glue them on this board. And I also put a dab of glue at the bottom of each of my letters to show students that this was the bottom of the letter. So that's an activity that you all can do together. So let's go ahead and make this U together if you are ready. So we know that letters are made of sticks and curves, and the U, it starts with a stick, goes into a curve, and then it ends with a stick. I'll show you what I mean. So I like to start at the top. I go down with the stick, turn into a curve, and I come back up. Notice I did not pick my marker up the entire time I made this letter. I kept it pressed right on my whiteboard. Do not pick it up. It's one move. I have seen U's made like this as well. Go down, curve, up, and then there's another step. So I've seen U's made both ways, and the lowercase U's look just the same. Do not pick your marker up when you do this. Don't forget. So the lowercase U just goes down, over, up. And if you make it like this, down, over, up, down again. And those are my U's. They're kind of crooked, but hopefully you can see what I mean. Let's think about the sound. It says U. Now U is a vowel. U is a vowel. That means it has short sounds and it has long sounds. And that goes for A, E, I, O, sometimes Y. But U. U says U, like in unicycle or unicorns. Unicorns, of course. But it also says is the short sound. So when it says its own name, it's long. When it says U, it's long. When it says it's short, like umpire or under or umbrella. All of those are short U's, the short sound. So let's think about those sounds. Remember, it says U and it says 2 sounds. Let's see if we can find those in this book that I have for you today called Umbrellabirds, Umbrella. Umbrellabirds, Umbrella. And if you want to know about the story before you read it, a lot of books usually have like a brief summary on the back. This one says, Umbrellabird is very unhappy. The other birds tease him about his unusual feathers. But one day, the birds see just how useful an umbrella could be. So it doesn't give you too much of the story, it just gives you a little summary, which allows you to make like predictions. So let's go ahead and see what happened in this story. It's by Heather Feldman, she's the author, and the illustrator is Nadine Bernard Westcott. Nadine, she's the illustrator, so she drew the pictures. So it says, Umbrellabird is unlike any other bird. He has very unusual feathers. You can see, I think he's pointing to this feather here. Very unusual feathers. The other birds tease Umbrellabird about his unusual feathers. They think his feathers make him look like a giant umbrella. Why is your umbrella up? The other birds ask Umbrellabird. Is it going to rain today? Here they are teasing him about his feathers. Look at that. How do you think he felt? Look at his face in this picture. Yeah, he looks pretty sad. The teasing makes Umbrellabird very unhappy. He tries to hide his feathers under a hat, but it's no use. His umbrella always pops up. One day, Umbrellabird decides to visit his uncle. He hops on his unicycle and pedals uptown. There's one of those words, unicycle and uptown. Here's the long one, U, the short one, uptown. Look at those ugly feathers, the other birds call as Umbrellabird rides by. Umbrellabird pretends to not hear them. He looks up at the sky and keeps on pedaling. Uh-oh, says Umbrellabird. He sees dark clouds way up high. What do you think's gonna happen? Let's make a prediction. What usually happens when you see dark clouds way up high in the sky? Suddenly, it begins to pour, but Umbrellabird notices he's not even getting wet. Umbrallabird's umbrella is keeping him dry. Did you guess that it was going to rain because of the dark clouds? And now it's raining, and he's using his umbrella to keep dry. What do you think's happening to the other birds? What do you think's happening? The other birds, they're looking for a dry place, it says. The other birds look for a dry place. Umbrellabird calls to them, "Come under my umbrella. It's dry under here." So even though they were teasing him, he was still kind enough to let them know that they could come and stay dry under his umbrella. What a way to be kind and friendly. "Quickly, quickly," says Umbrellabird as the other birds duck under his feathers. The birds stay under Umbrallabird's umbrella until the rain stops. All the other birds thank Umbrellabird. "Your wonderful umbrella kept us dry," they say. "We are sorry we upset you with our teasing. We wish we had umbrellas like you." Now Umbrellabird holds his head up high when he is out riding his unicycle, and sometimes he even wishes for a little rain. Look at that. Everything worked out in the end, although it still pays to be kind and not tease other people because of what they look like. How many things can you find that begin with the letter U? This is our AlphaTales version of I Spy. Let's see. Are you able to see a unicycle? What about Umbrellabird? Can you find the unicorn in the picture? What about an umbrella? Let's see, what else is here? So here's the unicycle, there's Umbrellabird, there's the umbrella, there's the unicorn, and we know that we heard about an umpire. Umpire makes that sound. I see they're playing baseball, and with baseball there's usually an umpire there. Oh, and look, it looks like they're on the same team. They're all wearing the same colors. Could that be a uniform? All right. So now it is time for our U cheer. Parents, you are more than welcome to join in. So it says, U is for Umbrellabird and an umbrella to share. U is for unicycle and underwear. U is for unicorn, umpire, and us. U is for uncle and uptown bus. Hooray for you, big and small, the most unbelievable letter of all. All right, so let's go ahead and figure out what picture are we gonna add for this letter U. We know about Umbrellabird, we know about umbrella, umpire, unicycle. There's so many that we heard in this story, but let me show you the pictures that I have today. I have a xylophone. This is a tricky one. Even though it says xylophone, it is an X. Xylophone. When we said xylophone, our lips did not make the same sound as when we said umbrella. So xylophone is not it. What about this one? Zebra. Did your lips make the same sound as when you said zebra? Nope, zebra's not it. What about umbrella? Did your lips make the same sound when you said umbrella? This is it. Plus, we heard about Umbrallabird's umbrella in our story. Let's go ahead and put this right on our chart. And we have completed the first letter of the last row of AlphaTales. So I will see you next time. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Bye.